So one thing that I'm missing on the back of the car is the rear subframe bar that's going across that holds the back end of the panels up. So I went ahead and took these 1x2 rectangular tubings and I've welded them together, left like a 2-inch overhang on the side right here. And I'm going to clean up this side right now, and then going to cut some sheet metal to wrap around this so I can actually get that bend and follow the curve of the back of the car. We'll see if this will fit. So it'll be sitting on the inside of the sub rail like so, and I'll be able to get out that piece of wood. But I'm also going to be taking a piece of sheet metal and kind of wrapping it, and then allowing the ends to be a little bit longer so I can still get that curve, trying to imitate what the original looks like. So I've got it clamped down. It is 19 5/8 inches back from right here, from this point. I'll go ahead and check it off the back of the car as well. That way we make sure that we're square that way. And then I've made a mark on the center of my brace, which is right here, and I need to line it up right here. Then I'll take my other piece I fabricated the other day, and I'll chop it somewhere right in here and drill a hole between the two of them, and then it'll actually bolt through everything all at one time, and then it should be nice and secure and strong. So I pulled the car out, and looking at it from the side, it looks like it goes in right here too steep. So I'm going to try to pull it back out some and see if I can get it a little less steep on this back side and see what I can achieve that way. But I gotta clip these little wings off on the back side, like right here. I gotta get those cut, and then I should be seeing something decent coming out of this. All right, so I moved it an inch back, and that looks much better. I feel like it looks much more like in line with it. But the one thing that's happening is I'm starting to buckle up right here on this corner and on this corner. So I'm gonna end up having to trim or like cut some of this out. But this right here is a nice smooth transition down to that tube. So I'm happy where my back brace is right there. And then I'll come around the corner into this and try to match all this junk up together, which will be kind of difficult, but everything about this has been a challenge. So this is what I've done. Came over here in this corner. This is where my subframe is, and I've kind of tried to blend all this together. I'm gonna end up putting a cap over here. I still have to cut this up here and then get this to blend together a little bit better. And I've also got to trim off this extra piece right here that lines up with this body line. And same with this side, I got that mark, but you guys can see where I blended it all together. Once those are done, I can finally start trying to figure out how to do these end caps on this side. But I'm happy with it. I'm gonna come back and completely do a weld along this whole back side, but I'm really digging how this ended up turning out. Super solid. Be able to put a bolt in here whenever I get my other piece in. But this is what the rear end looks like so far.